Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, welcome back and happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having the best weekend ever. Yesterday, I got to spend some time with my mom, which was really, really good. And I haven't seen her in a while, as you guys know, I think. She lives here close to me on the island, her and my mother-in-law. So anytime that I really get to see them, I'm kind of like, oh, I have mom time, and which is so good because Jason is definitely somebody who likes to get on his phone. He's like, "You go do what you want to go do." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I love you. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go hang out with the moms." And I talk to him literally every day. So with that, it kind of makes me sad with this conversation because Brittany is opening up. Brittany Cartwright from the Valley is opening up about her parents' relationship with Jax. I'm not shocked, but we're going to dive into all of it. So smash the like button, show some love, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So yeah. I mean, sitting here looking at this, obviously, you look at Jax and Brittany and you're like, man, this has been a very tumultuous relationship. You see what she has put up with, you see what he has done. And I see a lot of the comments from a lot of you guys where people are like, well, he showed his hand to Brittany a long time ago. So why did you keep kind of getting into the ring with him? And I get that too. So I'm just coming to you with what was said and trying to understand to the best of my ability why people are operating the way that they are, with a few opinions, of course, but without trying to be like too, I don't know, angry at them, I guess. But as far as the parental perspective, this one didn't really shock me a whole lot. So Brittany was asked about, what are your parents' perspective on Jax? And she was like, they're very respectful at this point. They have a respectful demeanor towards Jax because they have a child together, Cruz, but they don't want to have a close relationship with Jax. Am I shocked by that? No. Like that's their daughter. It's their baby girl. And I think that for her, she gets to sit back and deal with a lot of the shit that he puts her through, even though, yes, you knew that he was this person. But for the parents, I think it's also one of those things like when you fight with your spouse or your partner and you call and you tell your parents or your best friend, and then all of a sudden you make up with them, and then your parents or your best friend are like, wait a minute, what? So now we're good with them? I'm not good with them. And you're like, no, 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 I'm good with them now. Like, I just wanted to tell you and kind of like get it off my chest. I needed, a sounding board to go off of. And you're like, no, fuck that. They didn't apologize to me. And you're like, no, they don't need to apologize to you. I told you I shouldn't have told you. But when you tell parents things, yeah, that shit, it's really hard to take back, you know? But when it comes to some of the co-parenting challenges, she did describe co-parenting with Jax as a struggle, saying that some of their interactions are smoother, especially when it comes to discussions that are about their son. But I guess there was a Brawny ad that she did, and she talked about this incident where he questioned her about potentially dating somebody from this Brawny commercial or ad, whatever. And I think that she got really frustrated because he was showing a side that was incredibly jealous. And she was like, no, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to bring money in, especially when you haven't paid your taxes for 6 fucking years. Like, I'm trying to make money to pay the bills so our lights don't get turned off. And he's like, I know you're talking to that guy from that Brawny commercial. So who is he? What did you do? What did you say? What happened? And she's like, that's so wild. Nothing in you. I don't know. But also that leads into the control issues, I think. She did emphasize that Jax needs to relinquish the control that he believes that he has over her, saying that she hopes that maybe as they move forward, they'll be able to improve their co-parenting dynamics maybe in the future. But she mentioned that being on television and under public scrutiny, that's helped her a lot as far as like holding herself accountable. And it also strengthened her to resolve and not revert to past patterns. But I think I said this to you guys before. Jax did request for her to shut up about all of this. And he didn't want her to discuss her publicly or discuss him publicly. But she was like, look, one, I'm speaking my truth. And two, you put this on camera. So yeah, I have to speak about it. But now, as far as like their divorce goes, they're still not divorced. They're hoping to get a fast and speedy divorce, but that doesn't mean that that's going to happen tomorrow. And, you know, I think that we'll see. But there was another cringe-worthy moment that a lot of fans were not happy with. But this time, it's not with Jax Taylor from the Valley. It's with Jesse Lioi from the Valley. Here we go. And thank you to Queens of Bravo.
Delivery of Isabella. She said you were very controlling in the delivery room. You didn't want her to have an epidural, didn't want her to have a C-section. You want her to do it natural.
So I had brought up home birth, natural birth, and Michelle was like, absolutely not. But we had conversations about it.
Actually, why was it important to you?
I didn't want the baby to come into a world full of drugs, in a stressful environment, like all these things that you read about and you hear about, whether they were true or not, it's what I believed in my head. The epidural thing, I just asked about it. Does it go into the bloodstream, this and that? And they're like, no, it's in the lower back or whatever. Then when she was stalled at 7.5, we started having the Pitocin conversation.
Do you think Michelle felt like it was more your decision than hers? Like, you should make it together, but it is her body. And I wouldn't want anyone making that decision for me.
Yeah, 100%. I took control because in that moment, I felt like that was my job to make the decisions. I was hoping that it would be natural-ish, right?
Yeah.
Like she would go into labor. It would take 4 or 5 hours.
The delivery of Isabella. She said you were very
I'm just
the delivery.
Okay, so looking at all of that, you see where Katie said barf and Sheena said, well, coming from the dude who didn't actually have to give birth. And then you see where Carol Radziwill also said, I think giving birth would be better than being in a relationship with somebody like Jesse Lioi. I don't think that you're winning the female vote here. No offense, Jesse. I think that definitely people think that you are not only a narcissist, and this is not a label I'm putting on you, but this is a label that the fans are putting on you. But also they look at you and they're like, I mean, I guess I just wouldn't imagine, but I'm also a gay dude, you guys. But if I had a wife or a surrogate who was giving birth to my child, I think that I would want them to be the most comfortable, you know, and however they gave birth. And I would just want the child to like arrive in the safest way with the person who's giving birth to the child going through like the easiest way. I don't know. Again, Jesse, I don't think that you are winning the female vote here, but I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and hopefully we'll be live tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics with our girls from the Taste of Reality. So we'll see you soon. Love you guys.